has anybody's sexual technique ever got better through grief?
Or through pure coincidence. Like, that's just ridiculous. Oh,
darling.
hell. I've got good at that.
Darling, you really are splendid today. You've done a great job. Thank you, I'm bereaved.
It's a death sentence.
So, welcome back to It's a Death Sentence.
Oh, hi.
I'm Carrie Smith.
Hello, Carrie Smith. I'm Emma Skip.
Hi there.
We're going to do a quiz today.
Oh, that's different.
I know. I got really excited about this concept day before yesterday, when we decided we'd have a marathon and record 3 episodes in one day. So we're going to do this quiz. So we have
Let's
it in
do
front
it.
of us on our iPads. So we
'Cause
should
we're
be able
so
to
posh.
just read it as we go along. But for those of you who's listened to, all of our episodes, and well done you are awesome and amazing. But if you have listened in particular to the episode Death and Sex, then you will be at an advantage because most of the answers are in that episode.
Oh, I hope I know them then.
Yeah, I hope you do as well. And I think we should, going forward, probably do some more quizzes based around other episodes.
Just to make sure you're listening. I mean, not that it's like school.
Absolutely. So round 1 is biological,
Ooh.
death and the body.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready?
I
And
need
what
to
we're
make
going to
this
do is, I was like, should we be one of those quizzes where we do all the quiz and then give you all the answers at the end? And I'm like, I don't want to do that. It's kind of annoying. So we just do the answers
As we go along. Okay.
So, what is the most common cause of death during sex? A, a stroke. B, a heart attack. C, choking. Or D, electrocution.
Let's hope everybody gets stroked at some point.
I mean, you should know the answer to this.
Well, I think it's heart attack.
Yeah.
But choking?
No. So, do you know, when
Could
we
be
did
what you're gagging on? I
when
don't
we
know.
did Death and Sex, I did have a whole section on people dying through, interesting gameplay. It was quite heavy, so I decided not to do it. But actually, as it turns out, it's one of the most common causes of death during sex after heart attack.
What, choking?
Yeah.
Suffocation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, basically, you can't survive, can you? So,
Yeah.
whilst being
Can't breathe.
deprived
Can't do
of air.
anything, yeah.
So, yeah, round 1, question 1. What is the most common cause of death during sex? A, stroke. B, heart attack. C, choking. D, electrocution. The answer is B, heart attack.
Ding. Right. Roughly how long, question 2, roughly how long can the brain survive without oxygen before serious damage begins? A, 30 seconds. B, 1 minute. C, 4 to 6 minutes. Or D, 10 minutes. C, 4 to 6 minutes.
Yeah. So does that mean you can be without oxygen for a minute and it not affect your brain?
Well, yeah.
Mm.
I'm assuming so. That's why they like to get CPR started as soon as possible when somebody dies, because it pumps the oxygen-rich blood to the brain, to the body, to the brain.
So it makes all the
So the
difference.
compressions are important to kickstart you.
Right, yeah. Interesting. Question 3. Which hormone is most associated with bonding and is released during sex and touch?
Well, we did discuss this.
We did
during the
discuss this.
episode.
A, cortisol. B, oxytocin. C, adrenaline. And D, melatonin. I'll give you the question again. Which hormone is most associated with bonding and is released during sex and touch? Bonding, not bondage.
That
A.
would be cortisol.
A, cortisol. B, oxytocin. C, adrenaline. Or D, melatonin. And the answer is
B.
Yeah, oxytocin. And we did talk about that in the Death and Sex.
Yeah. I'm a particular fan of melatonin, me. I love a melatonin.
And melatonin gummy, get you off to sleep
Yeah,
nicely.
absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. Take it every night.
It's just to quiet your brain, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, question 4. True or false? Hearing is believed to be one of the last senses to go when dying. Now, you do see that in the movies all the time, don't you?
Yeah. Yep.
And the answer is
It's true.
true. They do say, don't they?
Yeah.
He can still hear you talk to him.
Yeah, definitely. In the hospice with my mum, they told us to keep talking to her. We sang to her and all sorts because they said like there's so much evidence to show that it's the last of the faculties. Is that the right word? You know, that still is there, which must be quite annoying for some people. Like, imagine if you're just trying to die peacefully and all your family are in there just going on and on. You think, Fuck off.
Yeah. More
Question
rabbit.
5. What happens to digestion as the body approaches death? A. Does it speed up? B. Stays the same? C. Slows down significantly? Or D. Becomes aggressive? Have you ever seen anyone
Aggressive
with
digestion.
aggressive digestion? I don't even know what
Aggressive diarrhea, maybe. I would have said like rest and digest. So like I'm thinking of slowing down.
Well, everything's slowing down, so it makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So yes, that is the answer. C is the answer. So it slows down significantly. I mean, it's quite vague, that question, though, because approaches death, what, in minutes before death? You just don't fancy a burger then? Or are we talking, weeks and months before death?
I think it's right near the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not a very nice thought, really. Question 6. Which organ fails most often as the final cause of death? I think we know. We know this one. I think everybody knows this one.
Yeah.
A, brain. B, heart. C, liver. Or D, lungs.
I feel like this could be a bit of a trick question because, we talk about brain death or brain dead, don't we?
Mm.
And we know that the brain can't survive without oxygen for
More than 6 minutes.
more than 6 minutes. But obviously, I always find this really interesting. Cause of death for everyone is when your heart stops, right? That's what causes you to die. So all of the other things lead up to that, like your organs failing, for example. But essentially, you're going to still be alive whenever your heart beats. So it's got to be a heart.
So it's got to be everyone's final cause of death, hasn't it? The heart. Yeah, 100%. B, the heart. That's the correct answer.
What is the death rattle? This is question 7. What is the death rattle? A, is it bones cracking? B, air trapped in the lungs? C, fluid in the throat causing a rattling sound? Or D, a Victorian myth? Now, for anybody that doesn't know what the death rattle is, do you want to explain that, Carrie?
Well, it's the answer to the question. It's fluid.
Yeah.
Being caught in the throat, and it makes a sound like a rattling, raspy sound.
Yeah.
And that can be often heard sort of leading up to moments before somebody dies. They can often have the death rattle, or described as the death rattle. So the answer to that one is C, isn't it? That was one of the options.
Right, here you go.
Okay.
This one's for you.
Right. So question 8. Does libido always decrease during grief? Now, we did talk about this at great length. Is the answer A, yes, or B, no?
This is interesting. So the question is, does libido always decrease during grief? Okay. The answer is B, isn't it? It can increase for some people. It can decrease for some people.
It's all very individual.
Yeah, so very subjective. Question 9. What system in the body is primarily responsible for fight or flight response? A, digestive system. B, the nervous system. C, the immune system. Or D, the skeletal system.
Wow, I suppose it could be any of them, because you could be shitting yourself. The digestive system could be involved. You need your body to move, so skeletal. No, I think the answer there is quite clearly the nervous system.
Absolutely right. So we hear that phrase "fight or flight" a lot, don't we? That really tends to point towards everybody living in modern day society,
and eternally in
And just before
survival mode, yeah,
eternally in survival mode, just before they get some kind of horrific illness.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, this is you, Carrie. Sorry.
Question 10. True or false? The body can experience small movements after death.
Well, we have discussed
Yeah.
this. Now, what episode would this have been on? Probably Over My Dead Body, or
Might have
what?
been, yeah.
Haven't we done another one recently?
Gutted.
Gutted, yes. I think it's in that.
Yeah.
So, and it was a question that I've probably totally hounded you about, as I do with certain questions. But I always, like, I think a lot of people think that bodies can, like, fully move and
Sit up,
stuff and
yeah.
sit up, but I don't think that is the case. But they can have small movements as
As the muscles fibres relax and
farts come out.
yeah. Bit of death fart.
Death fart, that's nice. You get a death fart from your mouth. It's actually the noise from the vocal cords. It can be air leaving the lungs that vibrates the vocal cords, which causes
Makes
sound.
it like a moan. Sounds like a moan sometimes, and that's
Do you hear that often?
If you're moving around organs when you're about to remove them, sometimes you can get a sound, but it's not like really audible. It's just like.
Does it ever make
like
you
a
jump
sound.
still, or just
No.
not now? Did it
No.
ever?
It must have done the first time I heard it. It must have.
Oh,
Yeah.
pardon?
I was a bit like, what was that? But yeah, it must have done. But I think I'm just used to it now.
Just hardcore.
It's not
Hashtag mortuary life. Right, that brings us to round 2.
Round
This
2.
is a psychological round on grief and desire.
Oh.
Not like freed from desire. No.
A remix. So round 2.
yeah.
The brain.
Mm-hmm.
Or why humans make absolutely no sense under pressure. The brain is just a mad thing, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely fascinating. Though.
Yeah. Fascinating, but crazy. And if you ever held one, like, quite unremarkable.
Can I ask you a question? I knew that this would lead to this. You know how much I love a question.
Well, it is a quiz.
Like, have you ever taken a brain out of somebody's head, and obviously out their head, because they're not anywhere else?
Unless they're male.
And
Jokes.
Have you ever taken a brain out of what you would describe a relatively large head and thought, that's quite small?
Yeah. I'd be like, oh, that's a tiny brain.
Really?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Do you feel a bit sad for them?
No, not really, because I think where there's no sense, there's no feeling.
Ignorance is bliss and all that.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, what vice versa? Have you ever taken out a brain out of quite a small head and thought, what giant brain for a little head?
Normally, the head sort of normally fits the brain. Do you know what the brain fits inside the head?
Yeah.
But there are times when the skull is thicker than you think it's going to be.
Oh, really?
And then the brain is smaller inside.
Like that. What is that? I thought it was a walnut.
Yeah. Great big, like, thick skull. But yeah. Anyway, we deviate. What theory influences behaviour and desire? A, the attachment theory. B, terror management theory. C, chaos theory. Or D, denial theory.
So I know the answer to this because I obviously wrote it.
I didn't
But
know the answer.
the what really was interesting is I didn't even realise. When I first read what the answer is, I thought that's got to be pretend.
Yeah, I thought that was a made-up one.
Yeah, but it isn't.
I would have gone with chaos theory.
Yeah.
I would have thought like...
But I think the chaos theory, isn't that to do with like stars in the universe? I don't think it's a biological theory.
Maybe it's to do with media.
Don't know. But anyhow, it is, in fact, the terror management theory. And it's an actual thing that you can go and have a little Google of. But yeah, the terror management theory is what influences us around death, behaviour and desire.
Okay. I did not know that.
Okay. Here's an easier one. True or false? Is it normal to feel moments of happiness during grief?
True.
Yeah.
It's got to be true.
Yeah.
Followed by moments of profound sadness, probably.
Yeah, absolutely. But
Sadness
that's
chaser.
The sadness chaser. Another episode. I also think that's just typical of our human condition, don't you?
Yeah.
Like there is always it's also like the yin and yang, the dark with a bit of light and the light with a bit of dark. In everything there's good and everything is bad. So it makes sense to me. Like if you were suddenly subjected to becoming bereaved and in grief and you only were going to be miserable, then it would, the world would be quite different.
Yeah,
like you
bleak.
wouldn't be able to, So
absolutely bleak. So, yeah, true.
It's you again, my dear.
Right, question 3. What is a common reason people ask to seek intimacy during grief? So this is about what we talked about previous episode.
So they're looking for a common reason.
So what would be a common reason why people would want intimacy? Would it be A, boredom, B, hormonal imbalance, C, desire for comfort and connection, or D, revenge?
Very interesting.
Wow, revenge body.
I mean,
That's
I
what I
feel
need.
like in some cases it could be revenge, depending on, you
Yeah.
know, like,
Circumstantial, really, isn't it? Depends
yeah.
on.
But actually, even the wording of this, seeking intimacy, I think actually what we're talking about is why a person would want to have sex when they're experiencing grief.
Yeah.
So, do you want to just give us the A, B, C, D again?
So A, boredom.
Mm.
I'm sure it's not that. B, hormonal imbalance. C, desire for comfort and connection. Or D, revenge.
Well, I think it's an obvious answer, but then I would. But interestingly, when I looked at hormonal imbalance, I thought, you know, some people are going to have some kind of hormonal imbalance.
Of course they are. Depends on their age, doesn't it?
Yeah. But the answer is, of course, C, desire for comfort and connection. And that is a theme that we discuss again
In that episode.
sex and death. So, question 4. Which of these is not a common grief response? A, anger. B, euphoria. C, numbness. D, guilt.
I think it's fairly obvious, that one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know who's ever euphoric when somebody's dead. Unless it's someone like Hitler.
Well,
Do you know what I
unless
mean?
somebody really hated.
Yeah, but you still wouldn't be euphoric, would you? Because you'd feel for the family.
Well, I don't know if anyone felt for Hitler's family.
Well, no, but bar him, I would say that euphoria is not a common.
Or any dictator.
Yeah, it's not a common grief response. There are other dictators, yes. You can choose whichever one you hate the most.
Insert common dictator here.
So
Brilliant.
yeah, B. Question 5. True or false? Grief follows a neat, predictable timeline. True or false?
No.
Absolutely, no. We talk about that all the time.
Not linear, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Not linear.
Not even fucking sensical. It's all over the gaff.
Yeah. I'm just going to actually go downstairs and cry and then I'll be back. Is that all right?
Have a brief interlude with tears.
Brief interlude. TLC single.
Yeah.
Right. Question 6. What does continuing bonds mean in grief psychology? Whew.
This is very intelligent.
So, what does continuing bonds mean in grief psychology? Is it A, cutting ties completely, B, maintaining a connection with the deceased, C, replacing the person, sorry, didn't mean to laugh halfway through, or D, forgetting them? Would you like those options
Forgetting them
again?
all together. Well, if you forget them all together, that's not continuing anything, is it?
Yeah, I think the clue is in the title, isn't it? Continuing bonds.
Yeah. Maintaining, I would say maintaining connection with the deceased.
Yeah.
But we have talked to somebody recently in an episode.
Did you see how I've put insert the name here? And
Yeah,
because I've
but you
forgotten?
forgot the name.
Yeah.
John Cramer.
Well done, Carrie.
Right off the dome, that was.
Oh, right off the dome, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Nice. But yeah, he's developed an app that basically allows you to stay connected to somebody you've lost, which is very interesting, very
And
topical.
Controversial.
Yeah, very
for some.
current with the whole AI movement. So
Yeah.
anyhow, we've totally deviated. I've forgotten what we're on.
Question 7. Why might sex feel more intense during grief?
Mm.
A, a better technique. B, heightened emotional state. C, pure coincidence. Or D, evolutionary luck.
I feel like these answers are very funny. Also, you know, I want to know, has anybody's technique ever got better through grief? Has anybody's sexual technique ever got better through grief?
Or through pure coincidence. Like, that's just ridiculous. Oh,
darling.
hell. I've got good at that.
Darling, you really are splendid today. You've done a great job. Thank you. I'm bereaved. I know. So,
what's the answer?
heightened emotional state.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think we can all identify with that, can't we?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, question 8. True or false? Avoidance can be part of grief.
True. And everyday life.
Especially if you've got to go to the supermarket. Because
Or do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one wants to go to Co-op first thing.
There are other shops available. Can we stop
Unless you
naming?
live here and there you have to go to Waitrose.
No one can afford that. Question 9. What emotion
There goes
often
our Waitrose
sits...
sponsorship, Carrie. Fucking hell.
I was dying to get in Waitrose as well.
Sorry.
Question 9. What emotion often sits underneath anger in grief? Is it A, joy, B, fear, C, indifference, and D, pride?
Oh, well, I'm gonna argue it could be two of those things.
I don't think it's joy.
I don't think it's joy. No.
No.
No. Or pride.
Yeah, probably not pride.
But I mean, to me, it's obvious that fear sits under any angry response most of the time.
Yeah.
For anything, including grief, but not completely about grief. But indifference as well. I don't know about you, but I have definitely got to the point in grief for different people where I've literally exhausted myself with feeling fear, sadness, anger, all of the kind of emotions that we would normally associate with it, where I've just become indifferent. Or maybe indifference is the wrong word. Maybe what I'm going for is like that kind of apathy. I just I can't even care anymore at the moment. I'm too
emotionally worn out.
drained, yeah.
Yeah.
But the answer is, of course, fear and pain. But, fear and pain can be one and the same, can't they?
Absolutely.
Question 10. Is it possible to feel grief and desire at the same time? A? No. B? Yes.
Loads of options there.
I know, right?
I would say B.
Yeah. Is it possible to feel grief and desire at the same time?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Because you could
'Cause you
argue...
could be doing something, you're not feeling grief every single moment that you're
Yeah.
breathing and waking. And
It's quite an interesting question.
Yeah.
That, is it?
it's
a bit-
confusing.
yeah.
It's very
Yeah.
confusing. But yeah, I would say,
Okay.
I could say yeah.
Round 3, the philosophical. Are you ready?
Oh, this is going to be my worst one.
You're not interested in this at all,
Oh,
right?
philosophies are just a bit meh.
That's what my degree's in, thanks.
That's why. Anyone could get a degree in it. I'm joking.
Right.
I think I just can't be bothered with
Question 1.
philosophy.
Why is Carrie an arsehole about philosophy?
fear.
Right. Question 1. What is the central philosophical question about death? A. When does it happen? B. What happens after? C. Why me? D. All of the above.
Oh, it's got to be all of it.
Yeah. It's just typically
Yeah.
philosophical.
Why?
Why? How? When?
Why me?
Yeah. All of that.
Childlike,
Although
really.
you would argue that what happens after is a question that we ask all of our guests.
I think everybody wants to know that.
But it is because there isn't an answer. We haven't got like an absolute answer in science, in religion, or in anything. So that's probably the most philosophically asked question. But yeah, all of the above. I mean, you could say that for all of these, probably what's coming. So
Yeah, because I suppose it's down to the in-person, isn't it?
yeah.
Right, question 2. Which idea suggests death gives life meaning?
All the isms.
Oh, nihilism, A. B, existentialism. C, stoicism. And D, optimism.
So which idea suggests death gives life meaning?
I don't think I know what all of the isms mean.
I know what they all mean, but I think that most people will know that it's existentialism.
Because it's about existence, isn't
exactly
it?
right, yeah. So again, the clue is in the title of the actual word, isn't it?
And didn't we have Dr. Johnson on the podcast recently, and she was talking about existential fear.
Existential crisis, existential fear,
yeah.
In fact, that will be...
That would have been released.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, absolutely. Question 3. True or false? Some philosophies argue death should not be feared because we never experience it, which is brilliant, really, isn't it?
True. It's got to be true.
It is true. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But
When you're scared of it, you don't know what's going to happen.
Unless, of course, it is like the death and sex episode. What is it called?
It's an orgasm.
Le petite mort. Is that right?
Mort, yeah.
Yeah. The small
La
death.
petite mort.
Yeah. And in which case, and we can all look forward to that.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, question 4. What does memento mori mean?
Mm-hmm.
I've heard this before.
Yeah.
And recently, I've heard it as well in the last few days. A, celebrate life. B, remember you will die. C, love deeply. Or D, live forever.
I mean, they're all nice little phrases, aren't they? But I
Yeah.
think memento, we know, is remember, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So again, we're just looking at the words rather than the meaning. But
Yeah.
remember you will die. So
But I think that's quite, people say memento mori, remember you will die, to enjoy your life. They try and get people to enjoy themselves and live in the moment.
Be in the moment, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's the other one, carpe diem, isn't it? Seize the day.
Seize the day. Yeah. So the answer to that one is B, remember you will die.
Nice. And you see, I got rid of the next question, so it's back to you
it's
again.
back to me. So question 5, which is actually question 6. What is the paradox of death anxiety? Now, we have talked about this. So, A, we ignore it, but we are driven by it. B, we love it. C, it disappears with age. Or D, it's logical.
So the question, what's the paradox of death anxiety?
So what is a paradox to start us off, Emma?
Oh, God, Carrie, I can't explain that now. We're 3 episodes in and I'm tired. I'm in an unlit room.
This is a paradox.
This is a paradox. I'm living a paradoxical existence, an existential crisis through this paradox. So what is the paradox of death anxiety? We ignore it, but we're driven by it. We love it. It disappears with age and it's logical. I like the idea that it disappears with age.
The older you get, less scared you are of it. That could be true.
Could be true. You could argue that, couldn't you? But the answer is A, we ignore it, but we're driven by it. So
Very
the
human of
paradox being that we know that this is coming. We absolutely...
So we choose to ignore it.
So we choose to ignore it. And not only that, it's so big a deal that we have to overlook it to be able to function in life. Otherwise, you'd spend every single day in existential crisis going, I'm going to fucking die!
Yeah, and have terrible death anxiety.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Right. Question... Oh, it's you.
Question 7, true or false? Humans are the only species aware of their own mortality. I loved this. I thought this was very interesting. What do you think? Do you think, like the cows in the field down the road, they know they're going to die?
I think they know, animals instinctively know when they are going to die. Often they take themselves off to die.
Like a domesticated dog, for example. They go off under a tree, don't they?
Yeah, or cats, they take themselves off. If there's a sick bird, it takes itself away from the flock. So I think that's debatable. I don't think that is a true or false question.
Yeah, that's really interesting. And also, obviously, if you are the prey of
another species,
and it's coming towards you with its teeth out, you probably know then you might be dying.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, if they didn't know, they wouldn't have any fear to run away.
Fight or flight.
Yeah. So, yeah, debated.
Not sure.
But it actually
one.
says the information I got for this was saying it was true that humans are the only ones that are aware of their own mortality.
I don't agree with that.
Sense. No.
I think it's probably thought of as true, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
how
but that's
true
because we think we are wildly inflated and more intelligent than any other life form.
Yeah. The aliens looking down on us wouldn't say that. Question 8. What idea links sex and death philosophically? So A, chaos. B, duality of life and death. C, logic. And D, chance.
So, what idea links sex and death philosophically?
Well, it's not chance.
It could be chaos, couldn't it? Could be.
Yeah.
Could be. Depends what strand of philosophy you're ascribing to.
Don't listen to my strand of philosophy. But yeah.
The duality of life and death is
it's got to be.
Yeah.
Where there's life, there's death.
Yeah.
Life finds a way. It's got to be that.
Okay, question 9. What does it mean to live authentically in the face of death? A. Ignore death. B. Deny fear. C. Acknowledge mortality and choose how to live. Or D. Avoid risk. Would you like those again?
No, I'm just reading them. I think it's got to be C. Avoid death. No.
I mean, do avoid it.
Yeah, do
until
avoid
it's
it
unavoidable.
until it's ready, yeah. Acknowledge mortality and choose how to live. I think that, we are all going to die, aren't we?
Well,
and not imminently, hopefully, but we are all going to die. And I think that is a little bit freeing.
Yeah.
To think, well, actually,
I feel really comforted by it a lot of the time.
This shit will be over soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think,
or like not even as dark as that. I just think, it doesn't really matter that much, does it? Like, we've given it such importance that it doesn't really exist beyond our own thoughts about it.
I think it makes life seem like the stupid things seem less important.
Yeah. And it also
like
makes
the
the
stuff-
things like experiencing joy and beauty and wonder worthwhile.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that.
Right, well, I'm glad we've cleared that up.
Yeah.
You're on our final question.
Oh, it's me again. Why is it always me? What is the only guaranteed outcome of life?
Oh, gosh.
Oh, we've just talked about that, haven't we?
Yeah, well, we're ending on brand.
We're all going to die.
Yeah, life. It's
Life.
a death sentence.
Yeah, it definitely is.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I am really hoping you've enjoyed our first quiz.
How did you do? Did you do well?
If you won, Carrie will take you out for a drink.
Absolutely. And if you can guess how many times I said absolutely in this episode, you get a bonus point.
Thank you very much. And we are dying to talk to you. Thank you, dear listeners, for tuning into It's a Death Sentence. Please keep listening to our weekly episodes.
And if you like our show, please like, share and subscribe.
We are dying to talk to you.